Hey, yeah, you, hold up for just a second. No, don't actually put the phone down. This is YouTube after all, and I kind of need the views. But mentally, hit pause. Take a breath. You good? Because I've got something to tell you. And I promise it's not going to be another one of those empty motivational speeches that leaves you feeling worse than before. This isn't about grinding harder. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. to conquer the planet. No, this is about something your soul has been craving for a while now. You ready? Chapter 1, Rest That Makes You Dangerous. You need to learn how to rest, like really rest, deeply, intentionally. The kind of rest that doesn't just recharge your phone battery, it recharges you. Not just so you feel a little better, but so you can become dangerous again. Yeah, I said it. Rest so well it makes you dangerous. See, somewhere along the way, we all bought into a lie that rest equals laziness. That if you're not constantly doing, producing, proving, you're falling behind. So now, most of us rest like criminals, guiltily, secretly, with one eye open, scrolling through our phones while binge watching a show we're not even enjoying, all the while feeling guilty for not being productive. But that's not rest. That's digital purgatory. True rest, it isn't just the absence of doing, it's the presence of peace. It's the return of you, your mind, your body, your heart, all coming back online. And look, I'm not judging. I've been there too. Burnt out, stretched thin, telling myself, I just need to push through this one last thing. Like that isn't the 400th one last thing this week. You ever been so tired that even in your sleep, your dreams are just you replying to emails? Yeah, that's not rest. That's your brain crying for help in spreadsheet form. Let me tell you a story. 2. Sharpen the axe. There was this young guy, hungry to be the best woodcutter in the village. He trained relentlessly, practiced every day, sharpened his axe to perfection. One day, he challenged an older lumberjack to a woodcutting contest. Soon up to sundown, whoever chopped the most wood wins. The young guy went hard, no breaks, no pauses, just pure grind. Every hour he'd glance over and see the old man sitting, drinking tea, even napping at one point. And he thought, I've got this in the bag, he's wasting time. But when the sun finally set, they weighed the wood, and the old man won. Shocked, the young man asked, How? I never stopped. The old man smiled and said, Yes, but every time I sat down, I sharpened my axe. Boom. That story lives rent-free in my mind, because that's the power of real rest. It doesn't make you soft. It makes you sharp, focused, present. Rest isn't the enemy of progress. It's what makes progress sustainable. 3. The numbing trap. But the problem is, most of us don't really rest. We numb, we escape, we distract, we shovel food into our mouths while standing. We scroll through 17 social media apps while lying in bed. We watch 4 episodes of a show and can't remember a single plot line. That's not rest. That's sedation. That's your brain slamming the emergency off switch because it knows you won't. Ever wake up more tired than when you went to bed? That's not sleep. That's your system rebooting after a crash. Let's be real. Most of us are running on fumes, smiling through exhaustion like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. For remember what it feels like to be alive. So here's my question for you. When was the last time you actually felt awake? Not just not asleep. I mean, fully alive, clear, peaceful, present. When was the last time you looked around and thought, yeah, I'm here. I'm okay. Rare, right? Because when you're rested, truly rested, you think better. You love deeper. You laugh more. You start saying no to the things that drain you and yes to the stuff that lights you up. You stop reacting out of survival mode and start responding with wisdom. You stop snapping at your partner over nothing. You stop forgetting where you put your keys. You stop losing hours of your day to nonsense. You become you again. But here's the thing. Rest doesn't happen by accident. You can't wait until you crash to finally care for yourself. That's like waiting to drink water until you pass out. Rest is proactive. You build it in, you protect it, you fight. 5, you don't have time not to rest. And I get it. You're busy. Life is demanding, but let me lovingly say this. You don't have time not to rest. You don't have time to keep running on empty, making decisions with a foggy mind and a fried nervous system, because tired you is not the best you. Tired you is forgetful, grumpy, reactive. Tired you sees everything as a crisis, thinks everyone is out to get you. But rested you? That's a whole different energy. Rested you is thoughtful, clear, funny again, creative, bold, rested, you sets boundaries, remembers what matters, walks differently because your soul isn't limping anymore. 6. Rest doesn't have to be a vacation. And the beautiful thing is, rest doesn't have to mean a 2-week vacation in the Maldives. Although, if someone's offering, call me. Sometimes rest is just 15 minutes of silence before the day begins, a walk without a podcast in your ears, eating lunch without a screen in front of you, turning your phone off at 8 p.m. just to sit with your thoughts, and realizing you don't have to fix everything tonight. Sometimes rest is laughing with someone who gets you, taking a nap you don't apologize for, saying, I'm not available for that right now, and not explaining your entire life story. That's not selfish. That's wisdom. 7, you are not a machine. You are not a machine. You're not a content factory. You're not a list of tasks waiting to be checked off. You are a human being, and you have limits. Honoring those limits doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. Ever notice how animals know when to rest? A lion doesn't feel guilty for napping 20 hours a day. A cat will sleep on your laptop while you work, completely unbothered. But us will literally collapse while saying, I'm fine, just tired. 8, rest like your power depends on it. So here's your gentle reminder from me, your friendly neighborhood narrator. Take the nap. Breathe deep. Turn off the noise. Say no. Let the dishes sit in the sink for a few hours. The world won't fall apart. And if it does, at least you'll be well rested when it happens. Stare at the ceiling. Pet your dog. Hug someone longer than usual. Let your shoulders drop. Give your nervous system a break from always being on. Because when you rest well, you don't just recharge, you return different. You return grounded, calm, focused, clear-eyed, fully charged. And that version of you, that version is dangerous. Dangerous to burnout. Dangerous to people-pleasing. Dangerous to fear. Dangerous to anything that ever told you your worth is tied to your productivity. So go sharpen your axe, my friend. The world's going to need it. But first, rest. Like your power depends on it, because it does.